So I got a comment the other day asking what mods I use, and I thought it'd be worth breaking it down quickly in a video, as there are a load of mods on this list that I think are must-haves for my survival world. So in this video, I'm going to go over every single mod that I have that actually changes something about the game, but I'm going to ignore a few mods as they aren't that important for what I do. So the first mod on the list is what allowed me to do things like this, and that's the armor stands mod. And all it does is allows you to place and pose your armor stands. So if I click on here, I can do things like make my armor stand visible. And from here you can then do changing the gravity, you can show the base plate. So that's a really important mod for how I build on this world, and it just allows me to add the occasional detail like this. The next mod on the list is purely an aesthetic one, and it's better clouds. So as you can see, my clouds are much kind of more pretty than I think vanilla clouds are. We just have one big block of cloud. And this one just is a decorative mod that just makes things look a bit nicer in my opinion. This is better clouds here, and it's a really useful mod. So next on the list is clumps. Now clumps just clumps together XP orbs to make it a bit more easy for your computer to run big farms and just makes the game less laggy. And then we've got flashback. Now flashback is essential if you want to make videos. So what you can do, you can press start recording here, and a flashback will be recording what I'm doing in game. And then I can go back into an editor when I finish recording and save that will allow me to create a cinematic with that footage. The next mod is FreeCam, and FreeCam is really useful as it allows me to do things like this, so that when I'm looking at builds I can quickly adjust and look from different angles, and it's just a very helpful tool. I can sometimes use it for getting thumbnails and things like that as well, as I can find angles quickly that look nice. After FreeCam I have Full-Bright toggle that just allows me to activate Full-Bright, so if we go into the caves for now I can show you this in action. So say heading down into the mines down here, into where I'm getting a load of stone, Full-Bright just makes things more visible. Then the next mod on the list is Lightmatica. Now Lightmatica is probably one of the most important mods on this list. What it does is you can open this menu, and let's say I want to load a schematic for say the farmhouse near my castle. I can load that, so now by creating a placement, I can now see that schematic. But then it places in a world a way that I can look at the build, see where I'm placing blocks to make sure I get it right. Now next on the list is a very simple one, which is logical zoom, that just lets me do that. And that's about it, but it's a great mod to have as it just makes life a lot easier when I want to zoom in on things. If I'm making a video, I can kind of emphasize something I'm looking at, or if I'm just looking at something in the distance, I can see it more clearly. After this, we have the mod that I'm currently using here, which is mod menu. It just allows me to see and edit my mods more easily. After that, we then have more overlays, which just means that by pressing F7, I can enable a light overlay. And then if I go, say, let's say over here where I've not been lighting things up, it shows me which blocks are not spawn proofed. So basically it means that when I'm building I can make sure that mobs won't spawn inside my builds. After that we have motion capture. It's a mod that I haven't used for a while, but essentially allows me to record my movements and then replay them, and like a hologram of me will do those movements. Meaning that if I'm making a cinematic, I do it in some of my tutorials occasionally, I can have multiple of the same person walking along or something, and it just makes things a bit more interesting visually. Then it's mouse tweaks that I just find makes using my sort of inventory and stuff a lot easier. So dragging things around like that, and then I can just pick them up and drag over them and things. It just makes life a lot easier doing that. And again, it's a minor client-side mod. Next on the list is inventory sorting. Now this is a great mod to have. I recommend it to everyone. It's a bit underrated. It allows me to quickly sort my inventory and things like that, and chests and things. And for someone like me with things like ADHD, it just makes life a lot easier, as I'm able to sort of have everything organised at all times when I'm in my inventory. Then I've got sodium for performance, and I've got Zeros's world map, which if I just press the hotkey allows me to see where my builds are and stuff in a big map, which is just a helpful thing to have as well. And those are all the mods. All that's left to say is I do have a load of resource packs on. So if you look here, I've got bushy leaves, I've got slightly taller crops, this one which I don't think actually works at the moment. I've got one which variates flowers a bit, which just makes sort of big fields of flowers look a bit easier. And then I've got some vanilla tweaks resource packs, as well as some crafting tweaks for a few unfair recipes, just to make my life a little bit easier, and just to make my videos and things look a bit better. So that's everything I'm using, and if you enjoyed this, I know it's a very quick video, and it's a different sort of thing to what I usually do, but this isn't really a tutorial as much a response to a comment, so I just thought I'd do a quick sort of once-over explanation. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I get back to my normal videos.